One, two, three, and welcome back, guys, to the stream. My name is Lieutenant Nathaniel Flint of the Landship Scorpios, and today I'm doing a nice, simple stream here in Traveler's Rest. That's right, this is an adorable little game by... Ooh, actually, I don't know who it's by. I should have looked that up before getting here. But it's an adorable little game about running your own tavern. They just recently had an update on Steam, so I do have a little update. And I have decided to go ahead and... Oh dear. Yeah, so they've updated some gameplay mechanics. I have been kind of pseudo-playing this on my own. However, I decided that I wanted to, give it a shot here on the stream. Maybe it'll be interesting, especially as they develop. Porridge. Oh, can I not? Oh. Alright, it's been a bit. No keg. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Just putting in a keg of grog. Alright. So this has been made a little harder with some of these changes. But a big part of it is getting through the tutorial and trying your hands at doing the quests, because there's a lot of updates that deal with helping your cleaning speed and helping you run the tavern. So I'm assuming that is a big deal that they're going to be getting to at some point. So the game kind of starts as this. In a tavern, when you have nothing to sell, you sell like gruel, which is the absolute lowest and cheapest thing that you can do. But it's really important that you follow the tutorial because it is very limiting at the beginning on purpose. And you just need to get money and serve people as quickly as possible. 3, 4. In that way, you can get people in and out as quickly as possible. I have some extra chairs, extra desk, but I can't put it down while there's people in here. And quite frankly, they're not worth it. Like, I gotta get all this stuff cleaned and served to get through the through the tutorial quicker, so that I can start the actual game. Cut down trees. Good. So this first day is probably going to be a wash, since I will be spending most of my time cleaning and serving these people, trying to get them out of my tavern so that I can It's always a good thing to get some extra money. But the game looks really nice. They did just go through a major update, changing out a lot of the art assets, and honestly, great job. I think it looks great. Let's call this last call, because now we've got a lot of decorations that we need to put down. But also, go cut down a bunch of trees with our axe. Goodbye. What's going on? I do like the, there's just a lot of things when you don't play with sound with some games. Like, I don't end up playing a lot with... Ooh. Interesting. Bigger now. I don't end up playing a lot with sound on my laptop. There we go. Alright, let's go cut down some trees. But now we've got an extra table and extra seats. So now things will be a little better when we go to... Ooh. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm not exactly with it. Oh, but look at all the new animations. Oh, so nice. So this looks very nice. I, for one, appreciate it. Alright, I want this area cleared because in my game on my laptop, this is where I put most of the crafting things. It's nice and easy, right outside. I'll put this over here. It's very important to get these tree plants and to replant them. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while until you can, like, really get wood and start buying the saplings regularly. So it's very important to get these down so that they grow. Because I feel like the end, or I should, not the end game, I should say the mid game, like, economy of, like, doing all your own crafting, especially for the quests, it gets so painful to do that. Alright. But all we need right now is to put down, yeah, this baby. So now we've created a work zone here. And that work zone is going to allow us to do stuff like this. So what I'm looking for now is I'm going to need a... Ooh, do I not have it? I'm going to need a thing for firewood. I'm really going to want that. Fabricate planks. Oh, that's what I'm working on. To get the mining thing. Well, let's go, I guess, cut down more trees. I'm going to need all this. Starting with nothing, I am 100% going to require all of this. Interesting. So I don't know if they'll make the sticks any more worth it, but in the beginning, sticks are basically used for the worst type of firewood. And honestly, where I am in the game right now, hasn't gotten much worse. I basically just used sticks to throw them en masse in whatever needs them. Mostly the smelter. I haven't really found them useful in any crafting recipes or anything like that. But with some of these changes to the game, I'm assuming that they probably have made something different. I'll have my orchard. So this is the only thing I disliked about crafting in this game, is it relies super heavily on machines like this. So you come on. So you do your crafting, you gather your stuff each morning. There's super limited amounts of everything. And then I'm not sure what the mining quest is. Let's take a look. 4 metal seams with copper pick. Oh, well, we're already well on our way. And we need to get coal, because that's one thing you will always need in the mid to late game. It's coal, so you need to at least get these coal nuggets each day, because it's going to be a bit until you can get them to any amount that would be considered a lot. Also, the stone doesn't seem too useful now, but I finally got to the point where stone is, like, deadly necessary. And we'll just get this iron, and now we've got a little bit of everything. Yeah, I tried to stockpile crafting things and get up some money and do all this stuff to try to be ready, or to get ahead. And I wasted so much time not just doing the tutorial exactly as they needed. So that is one of my, like, pro tips, is you really should just follow the tutorial, because you'll get to all the cooler stuff so much quicker than trying to just do it on your own. Oh, hey Kodakan, how's it going? Yes, this is 100% something that would be up your alley. This is Traveler's Rest. It is adorable. It definitely looks like a little Stardew Valley. Oh, now I can create that, and I want that. Alright. Now things can get interesting. First off, let's get a bunch of firewood going. No fuel. So this is fuel. Sticks don't have use yet, so you just use them as fuel. Alright. How late can I stay up? I'm not sure how much later I can be. What does it want me to do? 10 iron nails. That's going to take a while. And this is super important. Alright, so this is basically what the game loop is complete tutorial, so that you can run around and gather things build more and more crafting materials, and eventually you'll get to do things like get more tables, which you need tables and something for them to sit on, and that will allow you more patrons, which is instantly more money, because eventually, even if you're really fast, you'll definitely need the more money. Workbench. That's the Belvedere. We'll put that there. So yeah, see, you've got decorations, which help your reputation, which is also important for going forward. But then you got all these things, like all the different tables and benches and things. I haven't figured out what an aging shelf does yet. It took me so long, I finally was able to build one in my game, and it was like, cool, what do you want us to do about it? And I'm like, I don't know, put it somewhere. And it wouldn't let me. So I think this is still too early, but orders is what helps you get your skills up. Can I get the skills? So you can get all these skills and things, which help you with all the various stuff. But everything is tied to the reputation of your bar, which, for a little bit at least, basically just goes up as your... I'm going to need to slow down. I'm not going to have any fuel. It basically just goes up as you serve people, but eventually you will have too many people to serve, or your reputation will get high enough that people will basically expect more out of you, and they will get upset. So your reputation will kind of stabilize, and that's when you need to do things like using the small workbench. What do you want me to craft? Craft a small table using the workbench. That's hard. I need sticks. Wooden pose. So eventually you'll end up getting, oh, it's past that. We'll just leave that. Also, this allows you to order things. And this I basically use for... So we're not at making food yet, so we're not like there yet. But what I will say is that I use this for getting my cat shit, because you have to get it from here. But I basically use it, where is it? I get lanterns. Yeah, lanterns, so that I don't have to use up a bunch of candles. And I haven't found a way to make candles. So this is also where I buy candles. How much money do I got? I've got money. I'm going to need some. And I also splurge on nice candle holders, but we're not in that range yet. And then you wait, and eventually you'll get a shipment, which will be just put in here. Alright, I've got a few more viewers now. Hello, everybody. Moving back into the tavern. I've got some porridge. And I've got grog. Alright. So if I was open right now, this is going to be very dark. But it's also down here. It tells me the cleanliness, which is kind of saying, ew, why is it so gross? Oh, this is why. There's a little thing I missed. So cleanliness, you got to keep an eye on. It'll tell you if there's things to clean. But temperature, when it gets a certain amount into the nighttime, you need to turn on your big fire, which consumes firewood. But for now, let's go to bed. This is also how you save stuff. Oh, I just realized you guys are going to see my laptop save, which it shows me porridge and frog, my favorite. Yep. Got to make my bed each morning so that my cleanliness can be at its best. What do you want me to do? You still want me to do that? I'm going to need more money. So now that I got some actual viewers, let's open. So I open my tavern. You get behind here and you get ready. I don't think people are going to want beer at 6:30 in the morning. But who knows? It is old-timey times. So you never know. So you just wait for some people to show up. Yep, they just want some porridge. Oh, see? Someone's an alcoholic. And then I'm just going to run around, make sure everything's clean. In between derpy people. And now I've got a few extra patrons. So now I'm full. So I've got 6 people in the one that they start with. And then this one, which has some more people. So this is good. Every time I sell something, I get money. So you don't need reputation to just get money. So I guess you could just spam that for as long as you want to try playing. But reputation is needed to unlock almost everything. What patrons are going into your bedroom? What kind of establish are you running here? It's a tavern. You don't know. But eventually, I'll unlock the ability to build onto my tavern. So I'll be able to make rooms that they can rent. And then that's also important to run around and clean up the rooms before you rent them out. Because people will get very upset if they're rented a dirty room. But also, patrons get upset that there are dirty rooms on the premises if you don't have them clean. Brewing and cooking a tech tree. Oh, awesome. Great. Great. So finally, I'll be able to get some stuff. Alright, so you can always do last call, which finishes up, you're able to serve out anyone waiting at the bar who have ordered. And then it allows people to finish eating before they leave. And then if you hit the close button again, you force everyone out. You're basically like, everybody out! And that, everyone gets a huge deduction to their basically their enjoyment, because you've kicked them all out. But now we can go and collect our stuff. But also, it's a brand new day. So our trees we planted have grown a teeny little bit. But also all of the mining stuff has been renewed. So it's very important, especially in this early and mid-game when you're doing actual stuff, to grab as much as you can of the 2 coal bits. So there are 2 up here in this corner of the world, and there's one big one way down at the bottom corner. And you really want to make sure you grab them. Man, I'm really glad that they updated all their art assets. This looks great. Like, all their animations are more full. Like, all this kind of stuff looks really good. So eventually, we'll be able to basically build out the tavern any way we want. I'm kind of at that point now, but it requires so much. It requires, you need money in order to do each little bit of thing that you want to do. But you also require to build the materials for it, or I guess you could buy them, but there isn't a lot of buying of materials. Again, one of the issues I have with the crafting part of the game is there really isn't a lot of cheap. You can't buy firewood. I think you can buy coal. I think I've started doing that in my laptop game. Finally buying some coal. But there isn't a whole lot to, like, get away with. things that I will always need. Here we go. And now we can do that. More tables. But now I should be collecting little... Where are those popping up? When they pop up. Oh, they don't pop up anymore. I wonder where they are. So now I should be getting little things like these when I craft stuff, which is kind of cool. Each type of crafting is different, and I have not figured out which is which. Because some types give you multiple, but there's red, blue, and green, and you use them all over the place. So if I'm building, look, we're not there yet in the game, but if I was building at the point where I'm brewing my own stuff, you can unlock all these different types of brews, which allows you to have all of these customization to what your tavern is serving. There's also trends further on, so people are more willing to pay more for certain items, and you're guaranteed to sell them. Also, I have porridge redone, but there's like tea, bread. Like, this is basically how you unlock recipes. Ooh, they added pies. And then there's farming, which opens up buying those seeds in basically the shop. This is unlocking what you can make. And these were not in the game yet. I've got my stats. Got this. And I can make a bunch of stuff that I can't make yet. Because we have to continue on. What are you giving me? Coasters? Don't give me coasters. No one wants them. Nobody wants these coasters. I don't really need any of this other stuff. Let's do... Yeah. Do my anime lawn mowing. In my laptop game, this is where I have my orchard set up. So I needed trees so bad that I am now basically buying tree saplings. Because, again, you can't just buy wood or planks or anything. So you have to have them. So it really forces you to buy tree saplings, which take a few days to grow, and then you cut them down for a semi-random amount of wood, and then you're kind of stuck with that. So I made a orchard where I basically, whenever I can, I'm buying up as much oak as possible. I think oak could be just a, like, what would you call it? A big of, I don't know what you call it. It could just be me being stupid, but I always want to buy, oh, nice. I'd never noticed this. You can hit T, change the style, and now I have square napkins. And that's it. They don't let me have, like, weird napkins that I can't do anything with. Alright, so we'll put this here, because eventually I'll need more tables, I guess. Is that the next thing with this? Is build benches. Unlock the crafting room on the north side of the tavern to get barley and buckets of water and make more benches. More benches. So what do I got? I got a small table, so now I need a small bench, which means I need nails, which means nothing I do matters. Let's go get iron. So this is still in early access. There's still a long way for it to go, and that's okay. I think what's here now is pretty solid. It just needs to be expanded. Like, there's little parts around that need to collect stuff. That's cool. And I'm even fine with if it stays that way. However, it's such a grind in the mid-game, especially in the late game when you're trying to actually get to the point where we all want, which is to customize your tavern. After getting, like, it takes so long to get there, and then you don't, like, have the ability to, like, do anything with it, because you don't have any materials. They really should make a lot of this stuff buyable. Simple things, like, I would say planks, but even if you were like, no, I don't want planks to be buyable, then let us buy other things. Let us buy, I don't know if it will let you buy tables, actually, now that I think about it. I'm like, let us buy the crap that we need that crap for, so that we can spend all our time focusing on making other stuff. Let us buy, like, nails. Nails aren't buyable. Planks. Let us buy firewood in huge amounts. I think coal, yeah, coal is buyable, which really has been a savior to me. Yeah, but just like, I just end up buying a bunch of trees. Because making them is beyond tedious. Sure, it's free, but beyond tedious. Like, why would I ever waste any of my time, like, making this stuff? So I need a plank stockpile, and I need firewood stockpile. Oh! I can do that. And what those will do is make these areas. They have a lot of things where you put them in the crafting area, and it gives big bonuses. So firewood stockpile means that I get extra firewood each time I come to make firewood. So I'm basically getting more for less of the wood. Absolutely worth its weight in gold. They have the same thing with planks, so you get more planks each time you go to make planks. Absolutely necessary. They have a coal, like a coal, one that it decreases the fuel cost for everything in the crafting area. I really like that. The only difference is that they have types of crafting. So they have, like, this area is the wood crafting area, and it's centered on this machine. So I always get the same amount of area, like, around it to work with. And then if I create another machine to increase the area, that has its own area. So I wouldn't be able to put it in here with this one to increase this work area, which is really sad. And then, like, this is its own area. This is the metal crafting area. So I'm not able to, how would I explain this? So later on in the game, if you have a chest in the area, I don't need all of it in my inventory in order to craft with it. You just have a chest, so I put all my raw materials in that chest. I can come over here and craft to my heart's content, and I won't have to worry about that specifically. Meanwhile, like, my crafting area inside here, when I eventually unlock it, it'll be like a similar situation where where you have a chest in there, all my cooking stuff goes in there, and then I can make it kind of like the fridge in Stardew Valley. And it's a really good system that makes chests really worth it. Like, not just I have too much stuff that I need to store, but it's, like, very much worth it. However, it is so annoying that, like, it doesn't work with, like, it's a crafting area, so all the crafting areas can use out of the chest. I think that would make it beyond worth it. I'm sorry, dude, you were too dirty, so I decided to serve the other guy first. Because it's really annoying when you get in the later game where it's like, oh, I need planks in this chest and this chest and this chest, and I need nails in this chest and this chest, and I need this and that in this chest. So then everything's always telling you you don't have it. So then what ends up happening is I end up carrying it around anyways, most of these parts. And I only put raw materials in the chests, which I never end up having enough of to get anywhere near to filling chests. And then when you start like making changes to this, you need to put materials in a different thing that is specifically for like construction on the tavern. And I'm like, why? Why do I need that? I shouldn't. You know you have it in the chest right next to it in the same thing, but it doesn't matter. So I really wish that there was like a global please get out. There we go. I wish that there was like a global like chest network that worked like that. Even if it was, hey, everything that's outside is in this, like, can use outside chests. Everything that's inside uses inside chests. And that would be so much more helpful. And then again, with the construction thing, just use from any chest. If you have these in your world, you have planks in your world, we'll use from them so that you can add on to your tavern. I really don't want to have to, like, basically the grind is too much. Hey buddy, I'll be back. I just need to real quick put this in the back so I don't have that. I also saw a review that I will mention in my thing here that was talking about how it takes way too long to get like staff, so eventually you can pay it's a bartender comes in, there's a like tavern keeper who basically runs around and makes sure everything's clean for you, and cleans tables and stuff, and there is a like a housekeeper who will clean up rooms, and also I think they sell out rooms. I'm not sure if you have to be the one to deal with the rooms, but eventually they will. On food and cold drink. Alright, let's do last call, because I don't like having my tavern open too late. I don't want to get trapped trying to clean up and get people out of here. But anyways, you can have each one, they cost a certain amount of silver an hour, so you can keep them forever and basically have your tavern open 24/7. And with all three of them, you won't have to worry about the tavern. The problem is then you really need a lot of these bigger, oh, people are gone. Save firewood immediately. You really need a lot of the bigger tables to make sure that people are constantly coming in, because you really want, when the money's good and people are coming, you want that full. You want it full of people. You don't want a whole lot of downtime waiting for people to leave or buy more or anything. So now you see I got 5+1 because I put this firewood thing out. So now I've got a nice little boost to firewood, and we're about to do the same with planks. I just realized that I really should have multiple plank piles to keep that bonus going. That is obviously what I need to do. Obviously. And I didn't think about it at all. Oh, I can make candle holders. I'm about to get them. They're not that important. I'm at a point now where I'm going to need... I just need to level up. Which means I'm going to need to spend a lot more time having my tavern open instead of running around doing crafting stuff. Which is fine, as long as I remember to get whatever wood I can and get the coal every day. The best part about the open when you want and doing stuff when you want... Oh, I wasted it. I should have done this. Yeah, thanks for that. Super helpful. There, now I can make 6. I should have basically a plank area and fill this with these plank piles and be getting way more per plank. That is a really good idea. That is a really good idea. And I am an idiot for not realizing it sooner. Boop, we bought candles earlier. So candles are going to be a constant because they slowly burn down and then they'll disappear one day. I think candle holders, I think, make them do more. Like they help you out. Yeah, we're out of wood. What time is it? Let's go deforest an area. I don't have my orchard yet. I'm gonna have to buy stinking saplings this early. It would be very helpful if trees just randomly grew. So you didn't have to grind to get them. Oh geez. How much do I have? I got some silver. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. How many candles do I have? 6? I'm gonna have to replace those soon. So let's get some candles. Let's get some... Oak is... Huh, chestnut is the more expensive. Does chestnut give more firewood? Oops, 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 oops. Get rid of the chestnuts. That'll be all our money. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna make a mug. Nope, let's not bother. We need to make one small bench, and then we basically just need to do stuff all day. So let's spend a full day serving people. Hey, you wanna a pro tip? Oh, we're gonna run out of beer, of grog. All right, let's go to sleep before we. Let's go to sleep before we're put to sleep. They don't drop seeds, so they do not always drop seeds. Sometimes it will, but they do not always drop seeds. And yes, that feels very broken and annoying. And we got a cat. Oh! Oh, this is new. Oh, look at them. So now you can choose your cat. So this was always the cat, and even it looked different. Again, they have a whole thing. But, oh my goodness. What do we want? I love black cats, and I love little Siamese cats. How about this? Who's in? I got 3 viewers right now. So I'm going to choose the Siamese cat. What should we name our cat? Does someone want to suggest a cat name? Kodakan's been very vocal. What are we going to name our cat? Giving us a second. I could name her Lilith if I want her to be a bitch. You hear that, Lilith? Lilith is my actual cat in real life. I'm not getting a whole lot of suggestions, and I don't want to be playing this all day. I think I'm going to have to leave for lunch soon. So, I'm going to wait 2 more seconds. And then I'm going to give them like a dumb name. Like a dumb cat name. Charmander? Yeah, we'll do that. Charmander TM. Alright, good. Nope, you already chose Charmander. And there they are. Oh my god. She sounds exactly like Lilith. What are you doing? Oh my god. She walks like Lilith. Like I fucking owe her something. Alright. Let's go down to my orchard. And let's plant the... Hey! No grass. Let's go down to my orchard. It has begun. Alright, so what we want first is we want to get all of the coal that we can. And then what we'll do is we will basically spend a day just doing the tavern. Seeing if I can keep up with the demand. See how good I've gotten. Hopefully getting our reputation up, because the next thing we need to do is the craft room, which all the like rooms in the tavern are unlocked via reputation, and I'm not sure if they taketh away, but I would not be surprised. Get some firewood going. Yeah, but if I could just buy firewood, I would love that. Can I buy things like porridge? No. Only raw ingredients. Only raw ingredients. Well, none of this is helpful. Although, way to go on the art. Very cool. Oh! How much is the cat stuff worth? This will eventually be a thing. We need cat bed. We need cat bowl. And we're out of money. So now, like, everyone who gets a random cat that walks in their house one day. Yeah. Here we go. Boop. Open. We are open for business. Eventually, we're going to run out of grog, which is the starter beer to teach us the mechanics. And that just means that we're going to be serving gruel until we unlock our kitchen. You know what? I'm just going to pre-pour some of this. Don't tell people. Pre-pouring Breakfast of Champions. gotta make sure, if you're doing tavern stuff, you gotta make sure that you have your broom set and ready to go. Otherwise, the automatic cleaning stuff will do nothing for you. Charmander can find their own way in the world, alright? They're a tavern cat. They eat mice and stuff. You know what's weird? So you can get the bowl or whatever it is. But all that is water bowl. Which at the moment, I don't even think I have buckets. I don't think I can even fill the water bowl. Yeah, I think it's just me buying it and then just keeping it around. Breaking the system. Boop. In real life, you don't want it to get stale, so you don't want to pre-pour. But all of these alcoholics don't care. Oh, oh. Oh. Calm down. Kick out. So, as you just saw, you have a chance that some people will, quote-unquote, get rowdy. AKA, they have complaints. And instead of being a good manager, you first have to walk over and basically tell them, hey, calm down. And they might calm down. Or they might get incensed by you insisting that they calm down, in which case they'll get worse. And if you leave them to complain, if it's just them sitting down complaining, it will be, they will bother the people like next to them, and it will affect their issue. Yeah, see this? Oh, but if they get to the point where they're doing this, and they're just like running around being a jerk, they bother everyone's experience. So it's a little bit too real in that sense. Oh shit. Ran out of pre-built stuff. So after this night, this day, I'm probably going to have to call it. I didn't want to stream too long. So what we'll do is we will call it good. And that way, this streaming version of Traveler's Rest will be well on its way and hopefully have a decent amount of money to get some cat crap. And we'll have a bunch of reputation to help us do this tutorial a little bit quicker. Oh my god, that yawn. So cute. If you want more pro tips, there is an item that you have to buy that is the magic broom. And the magic broom does the Sorcerer's Apprentice thing and walks around and sweeps your floors. So it will automatically get those messes on the floor for you, just relieving you of one less thing you have to do. And that is super nice. It still can only do one at a time, and then it needs a set like home place to sit. So I usually put mine like next to the bar or something. But it takes some time. So I would like to have multiple in my tavern when the time comes. Because the longer a mess sits, the more it like affects your reputation for the patrons. But I think that that is a must-have because it just makes you basically need to keep track of the bar and of cleaning the tables. And as soon as you can get like staff, you should get a bartender first, and then you run around and deal with customers and cleaning of the tables. And then you should be able, actually, if you don't have a freaking magic broom and then you hire staff, you're crazy. You should really be at a point where you can get the magic broom, hopefully as soon as you start getting in the gold for making stuff. And when they're really trying to make that mechanic known to you, that you can kick people out and stuff, anytime you see them get mad, it's an automatic you're going to have to kick them out. Because they're trying to teach you the mechanic of first you calm them down and then you kick them out. But it's really annoying. But later on, if you can get to people who are complaining quick enough, then they'll calm down and they'll be like, oh, okay, I'll try not to be a jerk. And you're like, thanks for not being a jerk. And then they can still give you positive reviews. I got like 100 reputation from someone who was complaining, and I just went over and talked to them. So that's super nice. But when you kick them out, you get no negative reputation from them, but you also get no positive. So it's going to be a while until that, whatever that system they use to teach you the mechanic is used up. Now we're getting somewhere. We'll buy a cat bed. Get that on its way. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. When it just gets to this point where I'm basically just playing, there isn't too much to talk about here. Just kind of turns into doing the same gameplay loop over and over. But I really think this is cute. I think it has a lot of potential. I'm not so sure if this is so much a steampunk game. I mean, it's pretty medieval. It'll talk about magic. You get a lot of cool things later, like when you start your distilling and stuff. But that is far from being called a steampunk game. So I think there's a lot of work that it can do. I am now out of grog, so like I really hope I'm getting reputation. Yeah, buddy. But it is beautiful. It is a really fun game, I will say. It is really fun. I'm glad that they have it. Now we can buy the cat bowl. Oh my god, look at him sleeping. Look at him sleeping. Good boy. It's kind of cool too when you get rooms. They add a haggling mechanic. There is a haggling skill, which just basically makes it makes materials like raw materials cheaper to buy, and then you sell everything that you sell at the bar a little bit higher. So it's kind of like, oh, you get better at haggling for things. So you sell things higher. But there's an actual mechanic when it comes to renting rooms, and that's pretty fun. Except I can never win it. I believe that helping, at least I hope, that helping your haggling skill also makes that game a little easier. But you get it so late, the ability to rent out rooms to people, that I haven't actually been able to see how updating. Oh, here we go. Farming and carpentry tech. More benches, crafting. Oh. We just got this stuff. Carpentry tech. Yep. I haven't even unlocked the ability to do any of this. Apples and pears. Sure. Those are cheap. As soon as I'm able to farm, we'll have those unlocked, I guess. You know, we've been doing pretty good today, folks. We've been doing too good. We're now up to level 2. Unlocking a bunch of crap that we kind of don't need. What is this? Whoa, wait a minute. For 40. Are these not... Oh, this still needs reputation. Oh, they did it by money now. It's not reputation based. Oh, that's... I don't... Is that how it's done in the past? Oh, no. Oh. Cool. They added a little sound effect that was like, hey, the tavern's getting cold. Hopefully that didn't just tank our reputation that it was getting cold in here. You know what? I need to stop streaming. And we literally spent all day doing this for nothing. Apparently I need 40 silver to like buy the back room. I thought I was just, ugh. Damn it. I wasted basically an entire day doing that. Also wish you could put down simple things when the tavern was open. I don't appreciate the... You can't do that when the tavern's closed. This place is bollocks, then fucking leave. What are you doing? Well, that's gonna hurt. Super simple. Yeah, we only got grog now. We're gonna need to figure something else out. Alright, last call. We'll call it a day with the stream, and we'll call it a night with this. Yeah, you're gonna get a bed, and you're gonna get a water pail very soon. Because it helps the cat be happy, which I believe gives a bonus to our tavern's reputation all the time. There's so many things that give a bonus to the reputation. Awesome. Shut this off immediately. Preserve firewood. Awesome. Guess what, little kitty? You get a cat bed. I wish you could pick the colors, but I guess you can't get everything in the world. And a bowl. No bucket of water. Yeah, I know, buddy. Yeah, well, let's call this for today. So apparently I need 40 gold. And I'll be able to unlock that. Super fun. Have I picked anything up that needs to go away? No, I have nothing yet. Alright. So that's what we will, yeah. Alright, so that's what we will call Traveler's Rest. And you can only save in the morning after you wake up. So all of this will be for nothing. But that is Traveler's Rest. Let me know what you think. I guess, is this a streaming series that I should do or something? It is still in early access, but it is pretty cheap right now if you support them early. You are able to do everything that we basically talked about. I'm still, of course, started the game over for the processes. Wow. I started the game earlier over for the purposes of stream. Wow, that was bad. Yeah, I think it's really cute. There's a few Stardew Valley-esque really cute games coming out that are things like a Zoo Story, which, of course, hits close to home for me because I also have a zoo game, Wild Araz, available on itch.io. But there's also Witchbrook has gotten some recent announcements, which they changed their art style for probably obvious reasons, but still looks very cute and adorable. Of course, there's Stardew Valley, which has had multiple updates over the years that are amazing. Yeah, so I'm just trying to find easy stuff to play while I'm still feeling like this. I haven't really been feeling myself. So I appreciate checking out checking out the channel. Again, the channel isn't supposed to be like a gaming channel. It's just, you know, when you don't have it in you, you really don't have it in you. Feel free to check out my other streams. If this is something you like, let me know in the comments down below. We will call this good for now. Thank you so much for joining me, especially Kodakan. Thanks for being in the comments. Hope you have a nice day at work. I also hope I have a nice day at work. So, have a good day. And with that, we will close out. Bye-bye.